it's Pauline again. I am making my second video. Woohoo! Thank you so much for your support for my first one. Honestly, it felt so great just making it. So having your support was such a great bonus. Thank you so much. Before I move on to today's topic, another exciting news to tell you is that Trevor, my boyfriend, is working on a jingle for my channel. Wow! So last week we talked about long lost hobby. Music is actually a long lost hobby of his, but he has been picking it up before I made the video. I have to say that, otherwise he would blame me for taking credit. But whatever, he is spending a lot more time in music, and I'm so happy and proud of him, and even better that he's helping me out. So I can't wait to show you. But I need a little bit of time to figure out how to use it in my video, because honestly, I love talking. But making video, technical aspect of doing that is still something that I need to learn. But you know what? The most important thing in starting a new project is not to make it perfect, is to start. So I'm just going to learn and improve as I go. So today I would like to talk about 4 very mundane, time-consuming but meaningful tasks that we can do during this time. These are things that we always tell ourselves, well, when I have time, I'll do it, but we just never do it. So maybe it's a good time to start doing them. So the first mundane but meaningful task is to declutter your house. I know, I probably don't need to tell you what Marie Kondo teaches us, that we all have to declutter of stuff that don't bring us joy anymore. I completely agree with that. So, have you actually done it though? I personally have done at least 2 decluttering projects during the last year, both in my new home here in Canada and also my home in Hong Kong. Today, I would like to give you tips, a quick tip basically, just on 2 particular categories. So the first category will be clothes. So Marie teaches us that we'll put all our clothes in a big pile, basically to shock yourself because you will see how much stuff you have. So I would like to suggest go even further and try them on and give yourself a mini fashion show, because we all have items that we look at them, we feel that they're so pretty, but once you put them on, nah. Our body shapes change, our taste change. For example, I used to work in an office, so I have all these nice little dresses that I don't want to wear anymore because I don't work in an office anymore, and honestly, I just don't want to look so girly. So the second category will be books, because we have the time, maybe just to read a few pages to see if you would like to actually go on. If you don't want to keep reading, just get rid of them. So unfortunately, at the moment, a lot of the donation centers are not open, so you may not be able to get them out of your house right away, but it's fine. Just pack them up, get them ready to go. Once you have the chance, you can get them out of your house. If there are things that you think you can sell, even better, because you can now take pictures and upload them onto social media sites like Facebook, lots of buy and sell groups, or here in Canada, you can use Kijiji. Kijiji is great because not only it is free, it also has this repost function that when it's almost expiring, they will remind you so that you can just keep reposting it. It doesn't matter how long it has been on the site, basically. So I actually sold a backpack rain cover 1 year after I first posted it. Actually, I didn't even think that I would ever be able to sell it. So what did I surprise that someone actually showed interest? So when it comes to selling, patience. The second mundane but meaningful thing to do will be declutter your digital space. So I'm talking about your phone and your computer. Let's start with your phone first. How many photos do you have on your phone? How many of them are just duplicates? How many of them are shots that you have taken just in case? Because we all take multiple shots, we always want to make sure that we have the best one, but then we forget to delete the ones that we don't want anymore. Other category will be go over your contacts. How many of those people do you actually still remember? Next will be your apps. How many apps do you actually use regularly? If you only use those apps once or twice a year, get rid of them, because if you need them, you can download them later. For me, I have all these traveling apps, airline apps that I use when I travel, but doesn't look like I'm traveling in the near future, sadly. So might as well just get rid of them at the moment, and if I do need them later on, I can easily download them again. So the last item that we can go over in our phone would be your music library. Doesn't matter if you're using iTunes or Spotify. I'm sure that once you turn shuffle mode on, there are songs that when they come on, you skip them. So what's the point? If you're bored of them, just get rid of them. Don't feel bad. So let's move on to your computer. First thing to check is to check your download folder, because you will find lots of junk there. We download things that we forget, and then we just forget to clear them out. And also check your old documents, such as assignments from school. I'm not saying that you should delete them all. I keep some of mine, but maybe you don't need all these drafts, right? And also emails. Are you one of those people who have 3,000 unread emails in your folder? They are probably not important. They are probably from stores. So it's easy because not only you can just delete them easily. Next, you can also go over the subscription and see if there are any stores that you don't want to receive emails from anymore. Honestly, I have deleted or unsubscribed to a bunch of stores recently because first, I just don't want to be tempted to buy things at the moment, and second, I just don't want all these emails in my folder anymore. I'm sick of it. Lastly would be your social media. I'm sure that we all have channels, accounts, or in general people that whenever we see a post, we are like, Honestly, if you don't like what you're seeing, I don't think you will be missing anything if you unfollow or unsubscribe from them. So the third mundane but meaningful task to do would be scanning old photos and important documents. When I went home in January, I brought with me a bunch of old photos, such as this one. Oh my gosh! I don't even remember doing that. But anyway, old photos are so precious that I would never want to lose them. What if there's a fire? Super touch wood. Or well, it's paper, it may get moldy and the color may fade one day, right? So might as well just scan them and keep them in good condition, and it's just easier to share them with your family and friends anyway. The other item would be important documents such as letters from the government, your pay stub. These are things that you think they're important, that you don't want to throw them out. If you actually need them later on, it might be a lot easier if you can just search for them in your computer instead of just going through a big paper pile. So if you don't have a scanner, it's fine. You don't need to use a scanner. There is an app called Cam Scanner that you can just download. It's free, and you can just take pictures of the documents or photos that you want to keep a record of, and it's super easy to use. No excuse. So the last mundane, time-consuming, but meaningful thing to do would be changing your password. Are you one of those people who use the same password for every single thing? Well, I used to be one of them, so I can't blame you, but it's so dangerous. It is recommended that we change our password once in a while. You can make up your own, but let me warn you, you may forget them, because it happens to me all the time, and Trevor will be like, oh, you forget your password again. Yes, so you can make up your own, or you can use website like passwordgenerator.com. It's free. It helps you generate passwords consisting of special characters, alphabet, letters. You can customize how long you want it to be, but you still need somewhere to store your password. If you're super old school, you can write them down in your notebook, of course, but make sure that you know where it is and you are the only one who knows where it is. But it might be a pain if you actually need to use those passwords. Or you can store them in a Word document in your computer. You can password protect it, but you only need one password, right? Or you can use an app called OnePassword. This is actually what Trevor and I use. It's not free, but it's pretty reasonable, and they have a family plan as well. So what it does is that it generates and store password for you. And if you're using an iPhone like mine, you can just use Face ID to unlock it. And every time when you need to log into something, you can just copy and paste. Super easy. So these are 4 mundane, time-consuming tasks that we can do, but they're very meaningful and they will help you in the long run. I mean, yes, they're super boring and time consuming, but you can make them as entertaining as you want them to be. You can play music, you can listen to audiobooks or podcasts, because when we do these mundane things, we don't really need that much mental energy anyway, so may as well just listen to stories or anything you want. So before I finish this video, I've decided that every time I'm just going to randomly say a French word or a phrase. There's no reason why I pick it. It's basically just random. So today it would be C'est un canap avec une guitare. Okay, super random. So other than that, I hope you stay safe, positive, healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye!